morning, CG. I'm Marcy.
And I'm Paige.
And this is your CGTV Broadcast for Friday, September 20th. We've celebrated College Go Week for the last 5 days with trivia, fight songs during passing periods, and theme days. Seniors, remember, many Indiana schools waive application fees for next week. Go to trojanyear.com to answer our College Go Week poll. Which in-state university would you most likely to apply to? Also visit learnmoreindiana.org for more information on College Go Week.
This coming Saturday, Stugo is hosting their first fall festival to kick off homecoming week. This event will include bounce houses and homecoming floats, as well as booths with free activities set up by many of our clubs. Junior Addie Steiner is a co-leader of the Spirit Committee and helped organize this event.
The Fall Festival is a new event that we are hosting this year. It is going to be this Saturday, September 21st from 12:30 to 2:30. This event is geared towards little kids, and it is our first year doing this fun activity. We wanted to help kick off homecoming throughout our school.
When coming to the event, park in the main parking lot and walk over to the car rider line where all the fun will be set up. Admissions is free for Saturday's event, so be sure to invite all your friends and family so we can have a great start to homecoming week.
This school year, Waits coach Marty Mills created a new program to enhance speed and explosiveness for student athletes using new equipment to test vertical jump height and box squat speed. Liv Daniels, Carly Eldridge, Sawyer Hilton, Kirsten Garst, and Takaya Yates bring us this story.
Changes continue to be made to the weight program. Marty Mills is actively changing the athletic program to improve speed and agility for the student athletes, making one question relevant. What makes the weight program different this year?
So what we've been focusing on is velocity-based training, velocity meaning speed. So what we put an investment in this year was the velocity-based testers that are hooked to the squat bar. That's what the iPad is showing. It's actually reading the box, which is showing how fast we're squatting. So every single rep is measured, and we can actually see what strong, fast reps look like from the velocity-based trainer. So instead of me just saying strong, fast reps, the athlete can actually see how fast the bar is moving, and they're trying to hit a certain speed on their squat. And I always say the only reason that we squat is to run fast. So that can be a lot different than most gyms or high schools, where if they are squatting, it's about how much weight you lift, and that might not transfer over to the field or the court.
While in the weight room, varsity volleyball player Ellen Zapp has been starting to see her improvements in the month span that the program has been running.
I think I jumped like 26.4 the first time we tested, and then so in a month I jumped to 29.9. I think that athletes all around need to be explosive and make quick muscle movements like jumping, and so I think that everybody is just going to get faster and stronger by doing this, and the technology is making us push ourselves even more because we see a number and we want to beat that number.
Coach Mills went on to explain his goal and his standards for the athletes to achieve.
The overall goal is consistency. So consistency, showing up 2 to 3 days a week, 50 weeks out of the year for 4 straight years. We will win on consistency. But once we're in here, it's intensity. So having perfect effort, perfect technique, and again, that is going into the new equipment. Well, the new technology is kind of telling. So the overall goal is I want that old school, old-fashioned work ethic with the science and the new technology. We're going to try to blend those two so that we can get bigger and stronger and faster. And the overall goal is to get better at sports.
For more information about the weight program, visit Coach Mills' Instagram at CG School of Strength, or visit him in the weight room at an appropriate time.
Thanks, guys.
One student who uses the weight room frequently is sophomore Clinton South. From the school, the weight room, and basketball, South has plenty on his hands, but still finds time to produce his own podcast titled Heat and Soul. Madeline Iyer, Sophia South, and Emma Unversall bring the story of South and his journey of starting his own podcast.
While most students are just focused on their academics, sophomore Clinton South spends his time balancing school, athletics, and working on his podcast. South speaks on what encouraged him to start the podcast.
A guy named Leo, who's a good friend of ours, gave me and my dad an idea to start a podcast. And that's where the idea came. And then my sister actually came up with the name because we were like brainstorming stuff like, hey, what should we call it? And we came up with the name Heat and Soul Podcast.
South says that having his podcast allows him to meet new people and have new opportunities that he wouldn't have otherwise.
I enjoy doing podcasts, just to learn people's different life stories. You know, we've had a lot of different high school basketball coaches on. I've had college athletes on. We've had entrepreneurs.
South shares which videos gain the most attention.
My most successful videos have been my beach videos that I've done, and some of my YouTube shorts have also done very well. I had a beach video in Miami that we did, South Carolina. So any of my beach content, I just had a reaction video that did really well over the Diddy allegations. So, yeah.
While South enjoys making his videos, he is also able to maintain his grades by making school a priority.
I maintain my grades in school by trying my best that I possibly can, and I try to use my study halls and aims and to help with school.
Even with balancing school and his podcast, South has found a way to fit basketball on his schedule as well.
When school starts, you just adapt, I guess, because you don't have as much time. And on the weekends, you try to get as much knocked out as you possibly can.
Being a student athlete can be tiring, but South says that he doesn't experience the typical burnout that most athletes do.
Because when you love something, you pour your heart into it, and there's really no burnout.
South says in his future that he would like to continue his basketball journey.
Yes, I do want to go to college. I want to play basketball in college. I want to compete at a high level.
Even though South recognizes that college will be a bit more challenging than high school, he still wants to continue balancing basketball with his podcast.
Yes, I do want to continue my podcast. I think it's a great platform for me to have with the connections that I've built off of it and the experiences that I've had.
You can watch South's podcast on YouTube or listen to it on Spotify by searching Heat and Soul Podcast.
Thanks, girls. Be sure to check out the Heat and Soul podcast on YouTube.
I'll be excited to see where Clinton continues his basketball career in the next couple of years.
Me too. This coming week is a perfect time for him to do research, as College Go Week provides much information on applications for all students, including athletes wanting to pursue sports in college.
Taylor Townley actually went out this week to see if students can identify college mascots from zoomed-in pictures. Let's see what you knew on the newest episode of Trojan Talk.
Hi, I'm Taylor Townley, and this week is College Go Week. Today we're going to be asking students to name the college mascot. Can you name this college mascot? Is that you, Indy?
Taylor.
Indiana Wesleyan. That's right. Can you guess this college mascot?
I know it's Purdue, but I don't know what his name is.
Purdue Pete.
Oh, Purdue? Manchester?
Incorrect. We were looking for Purdue. Can you guys name this college mascot?
Evansville?
That is the Evansville Aces.
Is it Evansville?
That's correct. Can you guess this college mascot?
The Steels. The Bulldog.
I think it's UND Greyhound.
UND.
That's correct. Can you guess this college mascot?
Sugar Bulldogs.
Like the school?
Yeah, the school.
It's a bull. Indiana State University.
That's correct. Can you guess this college mascot?
IUPUI. Oh, I think it's a cougar. So, I have no clue. IU? No, it's not IU.
That was close. IUPUI.
Thanks for playing, CG. Come back next week for Family Feud.
Those were way more difficult than I expected them to be. Tune in next week for another episode of Trojan Talk. And seniors, be sure to contact your counselors with any questions regarding College Go Week.
That's all we have for you today, CG. Follow us on the Instagram at CG Trojaneer and at Trojaneer Sports for daily news updates, or visit our website at trojaneer.com. We will see you next week. Bye.